I'm refusing to give my kidney to my alcoholic father, who abandoned us for 15 years. I was 7 when he left. Didn't say goodbye, didn't leave a note. Mom came home from work and found his closet empty. He took his clothes, his tools from the garage, and the $3,000 she'd been saving in the coffee tin for my braces. That was it. Mom worked 2 jobs after that. I remember eating a lot of ramen and store-brand cereal. She never complained, never talked bad about him. When I asked where Dad went, she just said he had to go, and that was that. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago. I'm 22 now, working at an auto shop, going to community college at night. My phone rings from a number I don't know. I pick up. Is this Danny? Yeah, who's this? It's your Aunt Jill, your dad's sister. I hadn't heard from her since I was a kid. She used to send birthday cards but stopped after a few years. Your father's in the hospital. His kidneys are failing. He needs a transplant. I just stood there in the break room holding my phone. He's been asking for you, she said. He wants to see you. I hung up, blocked the number. 2 days later, she showed up at the shop, caught me coming out to my truck after my shift. Danny, please. He's dying. He's been sober for 6 months. He's changed. 6 months? I said. He's been gone 15 years. She started crying, telling me how he'd hit rock bottom, lost everything, lived on the streets for a while, how he'd been in AA, how he talks about me and Mom all the time now. Where was he when Mom died? I asked. She went quiet. 2 years ago. Cancer. She worked herself to death, and he wasn't there. So no, I'm not interested. I got in my truck and left, but Aunt Jill kept coming back. She brought his AA sponsor. They both sat in my driveway for an hour. Then she brought hospital paperwork showing I was a match, said I was his only chance. Yesterday, she showed up with him. He looked bad. Gray, skinny, hooked up to some portable machine. He couldn't even get out of the car. Just sat there in the passenger seat looking at me through the window. I walked over. First time seeing him in 15 years. Danny, he said. His voice was all raspy. I know I got no right to ask. You don't. I'm sorry. For everything. Your mom, you, all of it. I was sick. I am sick. But I'm trying to make it right. You can't make this right. You can have your kidney from someone else. There is no one else. You're it. I looked at Aunt Jill. She was crying again. The surgery's scheduled for Monday, she said. We just need you to say yes, please. The hospital called this morning. They need my answer by tonight. I'm sitting here looking at the consent forms and something feels wrong. I call my buddy who works at the county hospital. I give him Dad's name, ask him to check the records. He goes quiet. Then tells me to come by after his shift. Won't say it over the phone. I drive over. He pulls up the file. Dad's kidneys didn't fail from drinking. They failed from poisoning. Antifreeze in his system. 3 separate incidents over 6 months. Someone's been trying to kill him slowly. The police are already investigating. My buddy looks at me weird and says there's something else. They found my mom's medical records in Dad's belongings when he was admitted. Pages and pages of them, with notes in the margins, dated from when she was still alive. He knew she was dying. I sit there in that hospital break room staring at photocopies of Mom's oncology reports. Her name at the top. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer diagnosis dated March 2021. Treatment options exhausted by June. Palliative care recommendations from August. And in the margins, Dad's handwriting. I'd recognize it anywhere. Same chicken scratch from the birthday cards he used to write before he left. Call about pain management, next to a note about her symptoms. Research hospice options dated 2 weeks before she went into one. Tell her I'm sorry, underlined 3 times on the last page. My buddy's watching me. Danny, you okay? I'm not okay. I'm the opposite of okay. When did he get these? Records show they were requested by him in March 2021. He had medical power of attorney, apparently. She never updated it after he left. Mom never updated anything after he left. Kept his name on the checking account, kept his photo on the mantle, kept hoping he'd come back. And he knew she was dying and he didn't come back. My phone's buzzing. Aunt Jill. I decline it. It buzzes again. Text from her. Hospital needs answer in 3 hours. I stuff the papers in my jacket and leave. Drive to the one place I can think straight, the cemetery where Mom's buried. It's drizzling, the kind of rain that's more mist than water. Her headstone is simple. Rebecca Ann Foster, beloved mother, 1975 to 2023. I paid for it with the little bit of money she had left in savings. He knew, Mom. I'm talking out loud like an idiot. He knew you were sick, and he didn't come. A car pulls up behind mine. I turn around. It's Aunt Jill. Danny, how'd you find me? Your location's still shared with your dad's phone from years ago. He's been checking it sometimes, just to see how you were doing. That makes me angrier. Stalking me doesn't count as being a father. No, it doesn't. She walks up next to me, looks at Mom's grave. He wanted to come back so many times, always had an excuse not to. What excuses? She's quiet for a minute. Pride, shame. The longer he stayed away, the harder it got to come back. Then he started drinking heavy, lost his job, lost his apartment. By the time he hit bottom, 5 years had passed. That doesn't explain the medical records. He knew about her cancer. Aunt Jill's face changes. What? I show her the papers. Watch her read through them. Watch her face go from confused to horrified. I didn't know about this, she says. Danny, I swear I didn't know. But you knew he wasn't sober 6 months. You knew he was drinking the whole time he was gone. She nods. Can't look at me? The 6 months thing, that was true. He has been sober 6 months. But before that, yeah, it was bad. And you still expect me to save him. I'm asking you to save my brother, your father, despite everything he's done. He's not my father. A father doesn't leave. A father doesn't steal his kid's braces money. A father doesn't abandon his dying wife. My phone rings. Unknown number. I answer it because I'm tired of people tracking me down. Danny Foster? Yeah, this is Detective Price with the city police. We need to talk about your father's poisoning case. Aunt Jill hears it. Her eyes go wide. Okay, I say. Can you come to the station? We have some questions about your relationship with him and your whereabouts over the past 6 months. It takes a second to register. You think I poisoned him? We're talking to everyone who has access to him. Your aunt mentioned you've been angry with him. I look at Aunt Jill. She's shaking her head, mouthing, I didn't tell them that. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I hang up. You told them I was angry with him? No. I told them about the situation. About him leaving. They asked if you had any hostile feelings, and I said, of course you did. Who wouldn't? Danny, I didn't mean, save it. I get in my truck. She's calling after me, but I'm already pulling away. The police station smells like coffee and industrial cleaner. Detective Price is younger than I expected. Maybe 30. She takes me to an interview room. Standard setup. Table. 3 chairs. Mirror that's probably two-way. Thanks for coming in, she says. This is just routine. We're talking to everyone. Am I a suspect? Should you be? No. I haven't seen my father in 15 years until yesterday. She writes something down. Tell me about yesterday. I tell her everything. Aunt Jill showing up at work. The driveway conversation. Him in the car hooked to the machine. And before yesterday, when's the last time you had contact with him? I was 7. He left. Never came back. No calls, letters, emails, nothing. What about your mother? Did she have contact with him? Not that I know of. She died 2 years ago. I'm sorry. She actually sounds like she means it. Cancer, right? How do you know that? Your father's medical records. He had her oncology reports. Yeah, I just found out about that today. She leans forward. How did that make you feel? Like shit. Like finding out the guy who abandoned us was keeping tabs the whole time but still couldn't be bothered to show up. Angry. Yeah, angry, wouldn't you be? Angry enough to want to hurt him? I stare at her. I didn't poison my father, detective. I didn't even know where he was. But your aunt did. She's been in contact with him for years. Then ask her these questions. We did. She says she told you where he was living about 8 months ago. Gave you his address in case you wanted to reach out. That stops me. She never gave me his address. She says she texted it to you in April. I pull out my phone. Scroll back through messages. Nothing from Aunt Jill in April. Nothing about an address. There's nothing here. She looks at my phone, writes something else down. Maybe you deleted it? Why would I delete it and then lie about it? If I wanted to poison him, I wouldn't be this obvious about it. People make mistakes when they're emotional. I'm not emotional. I'm annoyed. There's a difference. She switches tracks. The kidney donation? Your aunt says you were the only match. So, that's convenient. Convenient how? Someone poisons your father, nearly kills him, but not quite. Then suddenly he needs a kidney and you're the only option. I get what she's implying. You think I poisoned him so he'd need me? Did you? No. I didn't even know he was sick until 3 weeks ago. And if I wanted him dead, why save him with my kidney? Guilt. Second thoughts. Or maybe the plan changed. This is insane. I want a lawyer. You're not under arrest, Danny. You can leave anytime. Then I'm leaving. I stand up. She doesn't stop me. Think about the kidney donation, she says. If you let him die, and we find out you had something to do with the poisoning, that's murder. If you save him, well, that's the kind of thing that makes investigators look elsewhere. I walk out. Aunt Jill's in the waiting area. She jumps up when she sees me. Danny, I'm so sorry. I didn't think they'd... Did you tell them you gave me Dad's address? I thought I did. Back in April, I sent you a text. Show me. She pulls out her phone, scrolls through messages. Her face changes. It's not here. I could have sworn I sent it. Either you're lying or someone deleted it from both our phones. Who would do that? Good question. Who else has access to Dad? Just me and his AA sponsor, Trevor. Trevor have a last name? Hodges. Why? Because someone's trying to kill Dad and frame me for it. And I want to know who. I leave her standing there. Drive straight to the address listed on Dad's hospital intake forms. It's a halfway house on the east side. One of those places that takes in addicts fresh out of rehab. The building's old, needs paint, needs a lot of things. Inside, there's a common area. 3 guys watching TV. None of them Dad. A woman at a desk looks up. Help you? Looking for information about Frank Foster. He lived here? Can't give out information about residents. I put the hospital papers on the desk. I'm his son. He's dying. Someone poisoned him. Police are investigating. You want to be helpful or you want to explain to detectives why you weren't? She looks at the papers. Looks at me. He left 2 months ago. Got his own place when he hit 6 months sober. Where? Can't give out forwarding addresses. He's my father. That's nice. Still can't. I'm about to argue when one of the guys from the couch walks over. Tall, maybe 40, with prison tattoos on his neck. You Frank's kid? He asks. Yeah. Trevor Hodges. He sticks out his hand. I don't shake it. You're his AA sponsor. Was. He graduated out of needing one about a month ago. You visit him in the hospital? Every day since he was admitted. You know someone's trying to kill him? Trevor's face doesn't change. Yeah, I know. You know who? Got a theory. I'm listening. He looks at the woman at the desk. Can we use the conference room? She sighs, hands him a key. We go down a hallway to a small room with a table and chairs. Trevor closes the door. Your dad made some enemies when he was using, Trevor says. Owed money to some bad people. When he got sober, he tried to make things right. Pay people back. He have any money to pay them back with? No, but he was working, landscaping mostly, under the table, saving up. How much did he owe? About 15 grand total. Different people. Enough to kill him over? One guy maybe. Calls himself Ricky G. Real name Richard Gillespie. Runs a card game out of a bar on Chester Street. Your dad borrowed 5 grand from him 4 years ago. Never paid it back. Why not just break his legs or whatever these guys do? They tried that. Your dad was homeless at the time. Didn't care about a beating. Ricky got smarter. Started thinking about insurance money or settlements. Dad doesn't have insurance. No, but he had something better. A son who's a match for a kidney. Ricky figured if your dad got sick enough, you'd save him. Then your dad would owe his life to you. And Ricky could use that. Use it how? Leverage. Your dad would do anything to keep you safe, including paying back that 5 grand with interest. That's insane. That's addiction logic. And these guys know how addicts think. You tell the police this? Yeah, they're looking into it. But Ricky's smart. Everything's through intermediaries, hard to prove. My phone buzzes. Text from Aunt Jill. Hospital says you have 1 hour to decide about surgery. They need to prep if you're doing it. I show Trevor. What would you do? He thinks about it. Your dad's not a good man. He left you, left your mom, made a lot of bad choices. But people can change. I've seen it. Question is whether you believe that. I don't know what I believe. Then maybe don't make a permanent decision based on temporary feelings. I leave the halfway house with more questions than answers. Drive to the hospital. Dad's on the 4th floor, room 412. Aunt Jill's not here yet. Just him and the machines. He's awake when I walk in, eyes open, staring at the ceiling. Danny, he says when he sees me, we need to talk. They tell you about the poisoning? Yeah. They think you did it? They're considering it. He actually laughs, starts coughing. That's rich. I abandon you and they think you're the one who tried to kill me. Did you know Mom was sick? The laughing stops. He looks away. Yeah. The whole time? From the diagnosis. Why didn't you come back? I was living under a bridge, Danny, shooting up whatever I could get my hands on. What was I supposed to do? Show up like that? Let her see what I'd become? She would have wanted you there. I know, his voice cracks. I know that now. But back then I thought I was protecting her. Thought it was better if she hated me for leaving than saw me destroy myself. She didn't hate you. She kept your picture on the mantle. He closes his eyes. Don't tell me that. Why not? It's true. Because it makes it worse. All of it. We sit there in silence. Machines beeping. Hospital sounds in the hallway. The kidney, he finally says. You don't have to do it. I don't expect you to. I just wanted Jill to ask because I couldn't. Because I'm a coward. Who's Ricky G? His eyes snap open. Where'd you hear that name? Trevor told me. Said he might be the one who poisoned you. Trevor needs to shut his mouth. Is it true? It's complicated. Then, uncomplicate it. He's quiet for a long time, then starts talking. When I was using, I borrowed money from Ricky. 5 grand for what I told myself was going to be my last score. Gonna get high one more time, then get clean. But you know how that goes. One more time turned into 100 more times. The debt grew. He wanted his money. I didn't have it. So he poisoned you? He had someone do it. Girl I was seeing for a while. Mara. She'd make me drinks, bring me food. Thought she was just being nice. Turns out Ricky was paying her. Little bit of antifreeze in my coffee every few days. Not enough to kill me right away, just enough to make my kidneys shut down. Why? Because Ricky found out about you. Found out I had a son who worked at an auto shop. Figured once I got sick enough, you'd show up, either to save me or settle my debts. Either way, he'd get his money. He thought I'd pay your drug debts. He thought you'd do it to make me suffer. Figured you'd want me to know I owed my life to the son I abandoned. He's not wrong. Part of me did want that. Wanted him to know he needed me. The police know about Mara? They're looking for her. She disappeared 2 weeks ago, right around when the poisoning stopped and I got admitted. Because the plan worked. You got sick. I showed up. Yeah. So what happens if I don't give you the kidney? I die. Ricky's out $5,000, but I'm dead, so he can't collect anyway. He moves on. And if I do give you the kidney, then he comes after me for payment. Maybe comes after you to force payment. Either way, it's not your problem. Except it is now. Because the cops think I might have poisoned you. Tell them about Ricky. I did. Trevor did. They're investigating but can't prove anything. Dad's quiet again, thinking. There might be something that helps. What? Mara was recording everything. Her insurance policy in case Ricky tried to screw her over. She told me about it once when she was drunk. Said she had videos of him giving her instructions. Her putting the antifreeze in my drinks. All of it. Where are the videos? No idea. Her phone maybe. Her place. Could be anywhere. The cops need to find her. Good luck with that. Girl's a ghost. My phone buzzes. Aunt Jill. Danny, where are you? Hospital called. 30 minutes left to decide. I look at Dad. Really look at him. Gray skin. Sunken eyes. Machines keeping him alive. This is the man who left me. Who stole Mom's savings. Who knew she was dying and stayed away. But he's also the man who used to push me on the swings at the park. Who taught me how to throw a baseball. Who made me pancakes shaped like dinosaurs on Saturday mornings. That was 15 years ago. Different lifetime. Different person. I need time, I tell him. You don't have time. Then they'll have to wait. I walk out. Call Detective Price on my way to the elevator. It's Danny Foster. I need you to listen to me. I'm listening. I tell her everything, Trevor said. Everything Dad said. About Ricky G and Mara and the videos. We know about Gillespie, she says. We're working on it. Work faster. I have 30 minutes to decide if I'm giving my father a kidney while you people think I tried to kill him. We don't think you tried to kill him. We have to investigate all possibilities. Then investigate the actual criminal. We are. But these things take time. I don't have time. Then make your decision based on what's right, not what's easy. She hangs up. Great advice. Completely useless. I'm standing in the hospital parking lot trying to figure out what to do when a car pulls up. Not Aunt Jill. A woman I don't recognize. Late 20s, thin, with dyed black hair and a nose ring. She rolls down her window. You Danny Foster? Who's asking? Mara Lynch, your dad's ex-girlfriend. The one who poisoned him. I freeze. You should probably talk to the police. I will, after I talk to you. She opens the passenger door. Get in. Every instinct tells me this is a bad idea. I get in anyway. She drives to a coffee shop 3 blocks away. We sit in the parking lot. Why are you here? I ask. Because Ricky's going to kill me if I don't disappear. But I figured I owed your dad at least this. She pulls out her phone. Opens a video app. Starts showing me clips. Ricky in a back room of a bar, telling her to put antifreeze in Dad's drinks. Her putting it in his coffee mug. Multiple dates, multiple videos, everything Trevor said right there on her phone. Why'd you do it? Ricky paid me $500. I needed it. Was going to use it to get clean. She laughs. Ironic, right? Poisoning a recovering addict so I could afford rehab. You could have just stolen the money. Yeah, but this way Ricky had collateral on me too. If I talked, he'd say I did it on my own. No proof he was involved. Except these videos. Except these videos. She looks at me. Your dad's not a good guy, Danny. But he tried. When we were together, he really tried to stay sober. Failed a lot. But he tried. Why are you telling me this? Because you have to decide if he gets a kidney. And I figured you should know the whole truth first. She sends the videos to my phone. Give these to the cops. Tell them I'm going to Mexico. Tell them I'm sorry. They'll find you. Maybe. But I'll be alive at least. She drives me back to the hospital. Doesn't say goodbye. Just leaves me standing there with evidence that proves Dad didn't poison himself, and I didn't poison him, and Ricky G is going down. I call Detective Price again. Send her the videos. She calls back in 3 minutes. Where'd you get these? Mara Lynch. She's heading to Mexico. Where is she now? Gone. But you have what you need to arrest Gillespie. We'll pick him up today. Danny, this changes things. You're clear. Not a suspect. Great. Can I get that in writing? Come by the station tomorrow. We'll document everything. I hang up, check the time. 5 minutes left to decide. I go back to Dad's room. He's asleep. Aunt Jill's there now, sitting in the corner chair. Danny, she says. Hospital called. They need to know now or they're canceling the surgery. I look at Dad. Still gray. Still dying. I'm not doing it, I say. Aunt Jill's face crumples. Danny, please. I'm not doing it because someone else is. What? I called the transplant center. Put myself on the registry as a directed donor. But not for him. For whoever's next on the list that I match with. I don't understand. It means someone who deserves it gets a kidney. Someone who didn't abandon their family. Someone who didn't steal money from their dying wife. Someone who didn't waste 15 years. But your father will die. And that's his consequence for the life he lived. I'm done carrying his weight. I walk out. Aunt Jill's crying, but I don't stop. Down the elevator. Through the lobby. Into my truck. My phone rings. Unknown number. I answer. Danny Foster? Yeah. This is Dr. Carlisle from the transplant center. We have a match for you. 8-year-old girl. Car accident. She's critical. Can you come in tonight? Tonight? She needs surgery in 6 hours. You're her only match. I think about Dad upstairs. Dying. Think about Mom's grave. Think about 15 years of questions and anger and abandonment. Then I think about an 8-year-old girl I've never met who didn't do anything wrong except be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I hang up. Text. Aunt Jill. Tell Dad I'm saving a life tonight, just not his. I drive to the transplant center, fill out paperwork, get prepped for surgery. The girl's parents are in the waiting room. They thank me, cry, say I'm a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm just a guy who chose to help someone who deserved it. The surgery takes 4 hours. When I wake up, there's a nurse checking my vitals. She tells me everything went well. The girl is stable, good prognosis. You did a good thing, she says. Yeah. She leaves. I'm alone with the morphine drip and my thoughts. 2 days later, I'm being discharged. Aunt Jill visits. She looks terrible. Your father passed away last night, she says, peacefully, in his sleep. I don't know how to feel. Relief? Guilt? Anger? All of it? None of it? I'm sorry, I say, because that's what you're supposed to say. He left you something. She hands me an envelope. Asked me to give it to you if he didn't make it. I don't open it there. Wait until I'm home. In my apartment. Alone. Inside is a letter. 2 pages. His handwriting. Danny, if you're reading this, I'm dead. Good. I don't deserve to live after what I did to you and your mother. I know you gave your kidney to someone else, Jill told me. I'm glad you did. Some kid out there gets a second chance because of you. That's more than I gave you. I want you to know I loved your mother. Still do. When I found out she was sick, I wanted to come back, but I was too far gone. Didn't want her last memories of me to be like that. So I stayed away. Let her die thinking I didn't care. That was wrong. I was wrong about a lot of things. The $3,000 I took from the coffee tin, it's in a bank account. Never spent it. Too guilty. The account information is on the back of this letter. It's yours. Not enough for braces anymore, but maybe it helps with something else. I'm sorry I wasn't the father you deserved. You turned out good anyway. Your mother did that. Not me. Take care of yourself, kid. Frank. I flip the page over. There's a bank account number. Routing number. Password. I check it online. The account has $3,000 plus 15 years of interest. Total of $4,287. I laugh. Can't help it. He saved my braces money. The funeral is small. Me, Aunt Jill, Trevor, a few guys from AA. We bury him next to Mom. Seemed appropriate. They spent 20 years together before he left. Might as well spend eternity together too. At the reception, Trevor pulls me aside. Heard about what you did. The kidney. Yeah, that took guts. Doing the right thing even when it cost you. I'm not sure it cost me anything. He was never really my father. Not after he left. Maybe not. But you're more his son than you know. He would have done the same thing if he'd been sober. I don't know if that's true. Don't know if I want it to be true. A week later, I visit the girl. Her name's Chloe. She's awake, smiling. Her parents are there. You're Danny, she says. You gave me your kidney. Yeah, thank you. She's 8. Whole life ahead of her. Ballet recitals and middle school drama and prom dates and college and everything Dad missed with me. You're welcome, I say. Her mom hugs me, cries, says they can never repay me. Don't need to. Just make sure she lives a good life. We will. I leave the hospital, get in my truck, drive to Mom's grave. I did it, Mom, I say to the headstone. Did the right thing, even though it was hard. The wind blows, trees rustle. Nothing magical, no signs from beyond, just a cemetery on a Tuesday afternoon. But I feel lighter, like I've been carrying something heavy for 15 years and finally put it down. I visit Dad's grave, stand there looking at the fresh dirt. I forgive you, I say. Not because you deserve it, but because I don't want to carry your mistakes anymore. I leave the cemetery, go to the bank, withdraw the $4,287, use it to pay off my truck. The rest goes into savings. Aunt Jill calls a month later, says Ricky G got arrested, multiple charges, Mara's videos plus other evidence. He's looking at 15 years. Justice, she says. Yeah, justice. Detective Price closes the case, sends me a letter, says I'm officially cleared, was never really a suspect, just had to investigate all possibilities. I frame the letter, hang it in my living room, reminder that sometimes the system works. 6 months after the surgery, Chloe's parents invite me to her birthday party. She's 9 now, running around with friends, eating cake, opening presents. She sees me, runs over, hugs my legs. You came. Wouldn't miss it. Her dad pulls me aside. We want you to know, you're always family to us. Anything you need, anytime, we're here. I appreciate that. We mean it. You saved our daughter's life. That means something. It does mean something. Means I chose to be better than the man who raised me. Chose to help instead of hurt. Chose the kid over the deadbeat. Mom would be proud. I think Dad would be too, in his own broken way. I'm 23 now, still working at the auto shop, still going to community college, but things are different, lighter, less angry. Aunt Jill and I talk sometimes. She's sober now too, says Dad's death scared her straight. We have coffee once a month, talk about normal things, weather, work, life. Trevor became a friend. We grab beers sometimes. He tells me stories about Dad from AA meetings, the good ones, the times he tried, the times he almost made it. I listen, let myself remember the Dad from before, the dinosaur pancakes and baseball games and swing pushing. That Dad was real too, for a while. I'm dating someone. Her name's Keisha. She knows about Dad, about the kidney, about all of it. Doesn't judge, just listens. You did the right thing, she says. Took a lot of strength. Didn't feel strong, felt necessary. Sometimes that's the same thing. Maybe she's right. I visit Mom's grave once a month. Tell her about Chloe, about Keisha, about school and work and life. Tell her I'm okay. Finally. I visit Dad's grave once a year, on the anniversary of his death. Don't say much. Just stand there. Remember. Forgive. Move on. Life goes on. That's what it does. Even after abandonment and death and poisoning and impossible choices, you wake up, go to work, make dinner, pay bills, live. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you get to save a life. Give someone a second chance. Be better than the people who came before you. That's enough. That has to be enough. 2 years later, I'm walking through the mall when someone calls my name. Danny! I turn. It's Chloe. 10 now. Taller. Hair in braids. Her mom's with her. Chloe, hey! She runs up. Hugs me. Guess what? I made the soccer team. That's awesome. Coach says I have good endurance. Mom says it's because of you, because you gave me a strong kidney. Her mom smiles. She's been unstoppable, growing like a weed. Doctor says everything's perfect. That's great. Really great. We're having a family dinner next week. Would you come? Please? I look at them. This family I accidentally became part of. This life I helped save. Yeah, I say. I'll be there. I go to the dinner. Meet grandparents and cousins and aunts and uncles. They treat me like royalty. Toast me. Thank me. Make me uncomfortable in the best way. Chloe sits next to me. Talks about school and friends and soccer and everything a 10-year-old talks about. She's happy, healthy, alive. Because I made a choice. The hard choice. The right choice. On my way home, I stop at the cemetery. Both graves this time. Look what I did, I say to them. To Mom and Dad and the ghosts of who we used to be. Look what I became. The wind blows. Trees rustle. Nothing magical. Just a man standing between two graves, grateful for the chance to be better than his history. I leave the cemetery, drive home, text Keisha, tell her I love her. She texts back a heart emoji. Life's not perfect. Still got bills to pay. Still got classes to pass. Still got car repairs and leaky faucets and all the regular problems of living. But I'm not angry anymore. Not carrying 15 years of abandonment and betrayal and what-ifs. I'm just living. Helping when I can. Loving when I can. Being the person I want to be. That's enough. That has to be enough. And you know what? It is. The braces money Dad saved sits in my account. I use it for community college tuition. Get my associate degree. Transfer to a state school. Study mechanical engineering. Graduate at 25. Get a job at a manufacturing plant. Good pay. Benefits. Retirement plan. Meet Keisha's parents. They like me. She likes me. We move in together. Get a dog. Name him Frank. Seemed right. Aunt Jill gets married. I walk her down the aisle. She cries. Says I remind her of Dad before he got lost. Says that's a good thing. Trevor's been sober 8 years now. Sponsors 3 guys. Saves lives in his own way. We're still friends. Grab beers. Talk about recovery and second chances and the price of doing the right thing. Chloe graduates middle school, high school, gets a soccer scholarship to college, invites me to her games. I go to every one I can. Watch her run up and down the field. Fast, strong, alive. Her parents still call me family. Still invite me to holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. I go. Bring Keisha. Bring Frank the dog. Belong. I'm 30 when Keisha and I get married. Small wedding. Aunt Jill's there. Trevor's there. Chloe's family's there. All the people who matter. We skip the father-son dance. Don't need it. Don't miss it. Keisha's dad does a toast. Says I'm the kind of man every father hopes his daughter marries. Says I'm strong where it counts. Kind when it matters. I cry. Can't help it. At 32, we have a daughter. Name her Rebecca. After Mom. She has Mom's eyes. Keisha's smile. My stubborn streak. I hold her in the hospital. Look at her tiny face. Make promises. I'll be here. I'll stay. I'll love you no matter what. I'll be the father I never had. She yawns. Doesn't care about my promises. Just wants milk and sleep. That's okay. I have a lifetime to prove them. I take Rebecca to visit the graves. Mom and Dad. Let her put flowers on both. This is your grandma, I say. She was amazing. Worked hard. Loved big. You would have liked her. And this is your grandpa. He made mistakes. Big ones. But he tried at the end. That counts for something. Rebecca's too young to understand. But one day she will. One day I'll tell her about the kidney. About Chloe. About the choice between revenge and redemption. I'll tell her about the braces money. About the antifreeze. About the 15 years. I'll tell her the truth. All of it. And then I'll tell her the most important part. You get to choose who you become. Every day. Every moment. Every impossible decision. You get to choose. I chose to save a stranger's kid over my dying father. And I'd do it again. Not because I'm cruel, but because some choices are about more than blood. About being the person you want to be, not the person you're expected to be. That's my story. That's how I became the man I am. Started with abandonment, ended with purpose. Started with anger, ended with peace. Started with a father who left, ended with a daughter who'll never have to wonder if I will. That's enough. That has to be enough. And you know what? It is. 10 years later, Rebecca's in 4th grade, comes home with a school project. Family tree, has to interview relatives, learn the history. She asks about Grandpa Frank, the one she never met. I think about lying, making him sound better than he was. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Protect kids from ugly truths. But I don't. I tell her everything. Age-appropriate version. He left when I was 7, came back when he was dying, needed my help. I helped someone else instead. Why? She asks. Because the other person deserved it more. Was Grandpa Frank mean? Not mean. Weak. Made bad choices. Do you miss him? Sometimes I miss who he could have been. She thinks about that. Goes back to her family tree. Writes, Frank Foster, complicated under his name. That's accurate. That's fair. She asks about Grandma Rebecca next. I tell her everything. The 2 jobs. The ramen dinners. The cancer. The grace. She sounds nice. She was the best. I'm named after her. Yeah. Cool. She finishes her project. Gets an A. I hang it on the fridge next to her soccer schedule and Keisha's work calendar and the photo of Chloe at her college graduation. Life. Messy and complicated and beautiful. I'm 40 when Aunt Jill passes. Cancer. Ironic. She fought hard. 2 years of treatment. We were there for all of it. At her funeral, I give the eulogy. Talk about second chances and forgiveness and family. People cry. Hug me after. Say she'd be proud. I believe them. Trevor's next. Heart attack at 65. Sudden. We were supposed to have beers that weekend. I speak at his funeral too. Talk about the man who helped me understand my father, who showed me strength comes in different forms. His sponsees show up, dozens of them, all sober, all living proof he mattered. I cry, miss him, grateful I knew him. Life keeps going, that's what it does. Rebecca graduates high school, full ride to engineering school. My old major, makes me proud. Chloe's a doctor now, pediatric oncology, says I inspired her. Says saving lives is the best thing a person can do. I agree. Keisha and I are 50 when we retire. Take a trip to Europe, bucket list stuff, see the world. hold hands in Paris, kiss in Rome, laugh in Barcelona. Come home to Rebecca. She's married now, pregnant with our first grandchild. What are you naming him? I ask. Frank, she says, after great-grandpa, because everyone deserves to be remembered, even the complicated ones. I cry. Can't help it. The baby's born 3 months later. Frank Jr., tiny and perfect and screaming. I hold him. Make the same promises I made Rebecca. I'll be here. I'll stay. I'll love you. He yawns. Doesn't care. That's okay. I have time. I take Frank Jr. to the cemetery. Both graves. 4 generations of Fosters. This is where it all started, I tell him. With a man who left and a woman who stayed. With a choice I made when I was 22. With a kidney and a stranger's kid and doing the right thing when it was hard. He babbles. Grabs my finger. You'll understand someday, I say. Or maybe you won't. That's okay too. We leave the cemetery. Go home. Family dinner. Rebecca and her husband. Keisha. Frank Jr. Chloe shows up. Her own family now. 2 kids. Husband. She's 42. Healthy. Happy. 20 years, she says. 20 years since you saved my life. Best decision I ever made. Why? You didn't even know me. Exactly. That's why it was right. She hugs me. Says she'll never forget. Says she tells her kids about me. About the gift of life. I tell her to stop. Getting emotional. But I'm glad. Glad I made that choice. Glad she's here. Glad her kids exist. Glad I chose right. That night, Keisha and I sit on the porch. Watch the sunset. Hold hands. You did good, she says. With your life. With everything. We did good, I correct. Couldn't have done it without you. Sap. You're sap. She laughs. Kisses me. We sit there until the stars come out. Life's short. Shorter than you think. Dad died at 59. Mom at 48. Aunt Jill at 67. Trevor at 65. I'm 55 now. No idea how much time I have left. But I know this. When I die, I'll die knowing I chose right. Helped when I could. Loved hard. Forgave even when it hurt. I'll die knowing I broke the cycle. Dad left. I stayed. Dad took. I gave. Dad hurt. I healed. That's my legacy. That's what matters. Not the money. Not the education. Not the job or the house or the stuff. The choices. The moments. The times I picked the hard right over the easy wrong. That's what I'll leave behind. And it's enough. It has to be enough. It is enough. I'm 60 when Rebecca asks me to speak at her company. Motivational thing. Talk about overcoming adversity. I almost say no. Not a speaker. Not comfortable with attention. But she asks nicely. Says it matters to her. So I do it. Stand in front of 200 engineers. Tell them my story. The abandonment. The choice. The kidney. All of it. They listen. Really listen. Afterward, a young guy approaches. Maybe 25. Says his dad left too. Says he's angry. Asks how I got past it. You don't get past it, I tell him. You get through it. One choice at a time. One day at a time. And you decide who you want to be despite it. Did you forgive him? Eventually. Not for him, for me. Anger's too heavy to carry forever. He nods. Thanks me. Walks away. I hope he makes it. Hope he finds peace. Life goes on. That's what it does. I'm 70 when I'm diagnosed. Prostate cancer. Early stage. Treatable. I do the treatments. Beat it. Survive. Keisha cries with relief. Rebecca cries with relief. Frank Jr., 20 now, just hugs me. Not done yet, I tell them. Got more living to do. And I do. 5 more years. Travel, grandkids, Chloe's medical practice, Rebecca's engineering firm. Life. I'm 75 when I start writing it all down. The story. My story. For Frank Jr., for his kids someday. For anyone who needs to know that broken families don't have to make broken people. I write about Dad, about Mom, about Chloe and the kidney and the choice. I write about Aunt Jill and Trevor and Detective Price and Mara Lynch and Ricky G. I write about the braces money and the graves and the birthday party where a 9-year-old girl hugged my legs and said thank you. I write about Keisha and Rebecca and Frank Jr. and the life I built from the ashes of abandonment. I write it all. And when I'm done, I'm satisfied. My story's told. My life's lived. My choices made. I'm 80 when Keisha dies, peacefully, in her sleep. We were married 50 years. I'm devastated, lost, broken, but I survive, because that's what you do. You survive. You keep going. You honor the ones who left by living well. I'm 82 when I decide I'm ready. Not suicidal, not giving up, just ready. Said everything I needed to say. Loved everyone I needed to love. Made peace with it all. I visit the graves one last time. Mom, Dad, Aunt Jill, Trevor, Keisha now too. I'm coming, I tell them. Not today, but soon. And when I do, I'll have no regrets. That's true. I have no regrets. Did the best I could. Made mistakes. Made amends. Chose right more often than wrong. That's enough. That has to be enough. It is enough. I'm 83 when I go. Heart attack. Quick. Rebecca's there. Frank Jr. too. The great-grandkids. I smile at them. Tell them I love them. Close my eyes. And that's it. That's my story. From abandonment to peace. From anger to forgiveness. From a man who left to a man who stayed. I chose Chloe over Dad. And I'd do it again. Every time. Forever. Because that's who I am. That's who I chose to be. And in the end, that's all that matters. The choices we make. The lives we touch. The love we leave behind. That's enough. That has to be enough. It is enough. But before all that, there's more to tell. Let me back up. The years between 23 and the end weren't just smooth sailing. There were complications, setbacks, moments when I questioned everything. 3 months after Dad's funeral, I get a call from Detective Price. Ricky G. made bail. His lawyer got him out on a technicality. Something about evidence chain of custody issues with Mara's videos. What does that mean? I ask. Means he's out until trial. Could be 6 months. Could be a year. He knows where I live. We've got patrol cars in your area, but you should be careful. Careful. Great advice. That night, I'm getting out of my truck at my apartment when a car pulls up. Black sedan, tinted windows. My heart stops. The window rolls down. It's not Ricky. It's a woman, maybe 40, professional looking. Danny Foster? Who wants to know? Teresa Gillespie, Ricky's wife. I take a step back. She holds up her hands. I'm not here to threaten you. Opposite, actually. I'm here to help. Help how? Get in. 5 minutes. Public place if you want. Against better judgment, I get in. She drives to a Denny's parking lot. We sit in the car. My husband's a piece of shit, she says. No preamble. I've known it for years. But this thing with your dad, the poisoning, it's too far. Why tell me? Because I have information that'll put him away for good. But I need protection. Witness protection. And I can't get that without leverage. What information? She hands me a flash drive. Bank records. Offshore accounts. Evidence of money laundering, loan sharking, everything. I've been copying files for 2 years. Waiting for the right moment. Why now? Because he's getting sloppy. Desperate. After your dad's case, other people started talking. He's trying to clean up loose ends. I'm one of them. You think he'll hurt you? I know he will. Already started moving money around. Got a call from his brother yesterday asking about my life insurance policy. I look at the flash drive. What do you want from me? Give this to Detective Price. Tell her I'll testify against Ricky for everything, in exchange for witness protection for me and my kids. You have kids? 2, 12 and 14. They don't know what their father is. I want to keep it that way. I take the flash drive. I'll give it to her, but I can't promise anything. That's all I'm asking. She drops me back at my apartment, drives away. I call Detective Price immediately. She comes over, takes the flash drive, plugs it into her laptop right there in my living room. Her eyes go wide. This is everything. Bank records, ledgers, recorded conversations. Teresa's been documenting for years. Can you protect her? If this checks out, absolutely. This puts Ricky away for 20 years minimum. 2 weeks later, Teresa Gillespie enters witness protection with her kids. New names, new state, new life. Ricky gets arrested again. This time, no bail. Trial gets moved up to 4 months away. I get called to testify. Not about the poisoning directly, but about the kidney donation and the timeline. The prosecution wants to establish motive and opportunity. I sit in that courtroom. Ricky's staring at me from the defense table. Cold eyes, no emotion. I stare back. Don't look away. The prosecutor asks me to explain what happened. I tell them everything. Dad's abandonment, the hospital call, finding out about the poisoning, Mara's videos, my decision to save Chloe instead. Why did you choose the child over your father? The prosecutor asks. Because she deserved it. He didn't. Objection. Ricky's lawyer stands up. Relevance? I'm establishing that Mr. Gillespie's plan to leverage the defendant's father's condition against the defendant failed due to Mr. Foster's moral compass. It goes to motive and extent of the conspiracy. Overruled. Answer the question, Mr. Foster. My father abandoned us, stole from us, knew my mother was dying and didn't come back. I wasn't going to reward that. Chloe was innocent. She deserved the kidney. The jury's paying attention, really paying attention. A few of them look at Ricky. He's still staring at me, emotionless. The trial lasts 3 weeks. Teresa testifies for 2 days. Mara Lynch gets extradited from Mexico. Testifies for 1 day. She took a plea deal. Conspiracy to commit assault. 5 years probation. No jail time. Trevor testifies about Dad's debts, about the threats, about Ricky's reputation. I testify twice. Once about the timeline. Once as a character witness for Dad. That's harder. Talking about the good parts. The before parts. But I do it. Because it's true. He wasn't always bad. The jury deliberates for 6 hours. Guilty on all counts. Money laundering, loan sharking, conspiracy to commit assault, attempted murder. Ricky gets 25 years. No parole for 15. Outside the courthouse, Detective Price shakes my hand. Justice, she says. Yeah, justice. But it doesn't feel like I thought it would. Doesn't feel like winning. Just feels like an ending. A necessary one. But not satisfying. I go home. Call Keisha. She comes over. We order pizza. Watch bad movies. Don't talk about the trial. Just exist together. That's when I know she's the one. When the hard stuff happens and she doesn't need to fill the silence with words. Just shows up and stays. 6 months later, I propose. Nothing fancy. Just us at Mom's grave. Seems right. Mom never got to meet her. But I think she'd approve. Rebecca would have loved you, I tell Keisha. You're strong like she was. I wish I could have met her. Me too. We get married in a small ceremony. Aunt Jill's there. Trevor's there. Chloe and her family. A few friends from work. My boss. Keisha's family. No father-son dance. No moment where Dad should be and isn't. We skip all that. Focus on what's there, not what's missing. Our first dance is to an old soul song. Keisha's choice. She sings along quietly. Off-key. It's perfect. Trevor pulls me aside at the reception. Your dad would be proud, he says. You think? I know. He talked about you all the time in meetings. Regretted every day he wasn't there. But he was proud of the man you became despite him. Thanks for telling me that. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes it helps. Today it helps. Aunt Jill gives us a photo album as a wedding gift. Pictures of Dad and Mom from before. Young and happy and in love. Before the addiction. Before the leaving. Before everything fell apart. I thought you should have these, she says. Remember the good parts, too. I flip through the album that night in the hotel. Keisha next to me. There's a photo of Dad holding me as a baby. He's smiling. Really smiling. Looks happy. He loved you, Keisha says. You can see it. Yeah, for a while. That counts for something. Maybe it does. Maybe loving someone for a while is better than never loving them at all. I don't know. But I keep the photo. Put it on our bookshelf when we move into our house together. Life settles into a rhythm. Work, home, Keisha. Building something real. Something lasting. But it's not all smooth sailing. 3 months after the wedding, I get a call at work. Unknown number. I almost don't answer. But something makes me pick up. Danny Foster? Yeah. This is Mara Lynch. We met a while back. Outside the hospital. I remember. The woman who poisoned Dad. What do you want? I'm back in town. Got subpoenaed for another case. Ricky's appealing his sentence. They need me to testify again. So testify. I am. But I wanted to warn you. His lawyer's going to try to make you look bad. Say you had motive to poison your dad. That I'm covering for you. That's insane. Yeah, but it's their defense strategy. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Thanks, I guess. Also, I'm sorry. For everything. For what I did to your dad. I know it doesn't change anything. But I needed to say it. She hangs up before I can respond. 2 weeks later, I get another subpoena. Have to testify at Ricky's appeal hearing. It's in 3 months. I call Detective Price. Is this normal? I ask. Appeals are common. Usually don't go anywhere. But yeah, you'll need to testify again. Same stuff as before. His lawyer's going to accuse me of poisoning my dad. Let them. The evidence clears you. Don't worry about it. But I do worry. Can't help it. What if the appeal works? What if Ricky gets out? What if he comes after me? Keisha notices I'm stressed. Talk to me. I tell her everything. The appeal. Mara's call. My fears. You didn't poison your father, she says firmly. The truth will come out. It always does. What if it doesn't? Then we deal with it. Together. The appeal hearing is brutal. Ricky's lawyer tears into me on the stand, asks about my relationship with Dad, about the money he stole, about Mom's death, about my anger. Isn't it true you refused to save your father's life? He asks. I gave my kidney to someone else. Someone who deserved it more. Someone who wasn't your father. Someone you didn't owe anything. Exactly. She was innocent. But your father wasn't innocent. In your eyes. So you let him die. He died from someone else's poison. Not mine. But you chose not to save him. That's not the same as killing him. Isn't it, though? When you had the power to save him and chose not to? The prosecutor objects. Judge sustains it. But the damage is done. The jury's looking at me like I'm a monster. Mara testifies next. Sticks to her story. Shows the videos again. Explains Ricky's role. His instructions. His threats. But Ricky's lawyer plants seeds of doubt. What if Mara's lying? What if she and I worked together? What if the videos are fake? It's exhausting, watching the truth get twisted, watching my choice get weaponized. The appeal takes 2 days. Jury deliberates for 4 hours, comes back with a decision. Appeal denied. Original verdict stands. Ricky stays in prison. I can breathe again. Outside the courthouse, Mara finds me. "I'm sorry," she says, "for everything. For testifying against you back then. For what his lawyer said today. You were just trying to survive. So were you. And you made the right choice. Helping that little girl instead of your dad. That took guts. Or stupidity. No, guts. I wish I had that kind of courage." She walks away. I never see her again. That night, Keisha and I celebrate. Nothing fancy. Just pizza and bad TV. But it feels like a victory. Like finally, permanently, putting Dad's death behind me. "You okay?" Keisha asks. "Yeah, I think I am." "Good. Because we need to talk about something." My stomach drops. That sounds serious. It is. I've been offered a promotion. Senior accountant. But it's at the New York office. We'd have to move. New York? Yeah. More money. Better title. But it means leaving here. Leaving your mom's grave. The shop. Everything familiar. I think about it. About roots and staying and building a life. About what Mom would want. About what I want. How much more money? 40% raise. That's significant. Yeah. Would you be happy there? I think so. But only if you're happy. I take her hand. Then let's do it. New York. Fresh start. Build something new. Her face lights up. Really? Really. I can transfer my degree credits. Find a new shop. Make new friends. It's just geography. We move 3 months later. Pack up our apartment. Say goodbye to Aunt Jill. To Trevor. To my boss. To everyone who mattered here. Driving away is harder than I expected. Passing Mom's grave one last time. Leaving the city where I grew up. Where everything happened. But Keisha's next to me. And that makes it okay. Home isn't a place. It's a person. And mine's right here. New York's overwhelming at first. Too many people. Too much noise. Too expensive. Our apartment's tiny. Barely room for both of us. But we make it work. Keisha's job is demanding. Long hours. Stressful projects. But she loves it. Thrives. Gets another promotion. 6 months in. I find work at an auto shop in Queens. The owner's this old Italian guy. Santo. He's tough but fair. Teaches me things I didn't know. Different approaches. Better techniques. "You're good with your hands," he says. "But you need to think more. Understand why the car's broken. Not just how to fix it." He's right. I start paying attention differently. Seeing patterns. Understanding systems. Getting better. At night, I take classes at a community college in Manhattan. Transfer my credits. Work toward finishing my bachelor's. It's slow, hard, but steady progress. Keisha and I settle into a routine. Work, school, each other. On weekends, we explore the city. Museums, parks, restaurants, finding our place in this massive, chaotic, beautiful city. I call Aunt Jill once a week. Tell her about New York, about Keisha's job, about Santo's shop. She's proud. Says Mom would be proud too. "You're building something good," she says. "That's all that matters." Trevor calls less often, but when he does, we talk for hours. About recovery, about second chances, about the work of staying. "How's New York treating you?" he asks. "It's different. Good different." "You happy?" "Getting there." That's all anyone can ask for. A year into New York, I get promoted. Senior mechanic at Santo's shop. More responsibility, more pay, better benefits. Santo pulls me aside. "You're good at this. Really good. Ever think about opening your own place? My own shop? Why not? You know the work. You're smart. You could do it." "I don't have the capital." "So you find investors, write a business plan, make it happen." The idea sticks. I start researching. Business loans, location scouting, what it would take to open my own shop. At home, I tell Keisha. "Santo thinks I should open my own shop. Do you want to?" "Maybe. I don't know. It's risky. So's not trying." She's right. I spend the next 6 months planning, writing a business plan, finding a location in Brooklyn, applying for loans. The loan officer looks at my application. "Your credit's good, work history's solid, but you're young, no business experience. That's a risk." I know the work. I've been doing it for 7 years. Doing it and running a business are different things. I'm willing to learn. He thinks about it. "I'll approve you for half what you're asking. You'll need to find other funding for the rest. Half is better than nothing." I take it. Use the Montana property as collateral for a second loan. Riskier, but necessary. Keisha's nervous. What if it fails? Then we lose the property. But we tried. And if it succeeds, then we build something. Something that's ours. I sign the papers. Lease a space in Brooklyn. Small, 2 bays, but it's mine. I name it Rebecca's Auto Repair. After Mom. After the woman who worked 2 jobs to keep us afloat. After strength and grace and never giving up. Opening day is terrifying. I've got one employee, Marcus. Kid just out of trade school, good with his hands, eager to learn. First customer pulls in at 9, needs an oil change. Simple, but my hands are shaking. Marcus notices. You good, boss? Yeah, just nervous. Don't be. You know this stuff. He's right. I do. The oil change goes smooth. Customer's happy, pays, leaves a good review online. By noon, I've got 3 more customers. By end of day, 7. Not a lot, but a start. The first month is slow, barely covering expenses. I work 16-hour days. Marcus does 12. We're exhausted. But pushing forward, month 2 is better. Word of mouth spreading. Good reviews online. More customers. Enough to break even. Month 3, I hire another mechanic. Older guy. Former dealer technician. Knows imports inside and out. His name's Kwame. From Ghana originally. Been in the States 20 years. Why work here? I asked during his interview. You could work anywhere. I like small shops. Less politics. More family. This is definitely small. That's good. Room to grow. I hire him. Best decision I make. Kwame's a master. Teaches Marcus. Teaches me. Raises our game. By month 6, we're busy. Booked solid 2 weeks out. Making actual profit, not much. But enough to pay ourselves properly. Enough to hire a part-time office person. Enough to feel like it's working. Keisha's proud. You did it. Built something from nothing. We did it. Couldn't have done it without your support. That's what partners do. Year 2. The shop's thriving. I open a second bay. Hire 2 more mechanics. One's a woman, Jasmine. Fresh out of trade school. Hungry to prove herself in a male-dominated field. Why'd you hire me? She asks on her first day. Not many female mechanics out there. Because you're good. That's all that matters. She works harder than anyone. Stays late. Comes in early. Learns fast. Within 6 months, she's as good as Marcus. Within a year, better. Customers love her. Especially women customers who've been burned by other shops. Who've been talked down to. Overcharged. Lied to. I trust Jasmine, one customer tells me. She explains things in plain English. Doesn't make me feel stupid. That's the culture I want. Honest. Fair. Respectful. Like Mom would have wanted. The shop becomes my second home. First home, really. I spend more time there than at the apartment. But I don't mind. I'm building something. Creating jobs. Helping people. Making a difference. Keisha gets it. Doesn't complain about the hours. Just supports. Cheers. Celebrates the wins. Consoles the losses. You're doing good work, she says. More than just fixing cars. You're building a community. She's right. The shop becomes a hub. Customers become friends. Mechanics become family. We're in it together. Year 3, I'm profitable enough to start paying back the loans. Fast. Aggressive payments. Want that Montana property clear. Want to own my business free and clear. Keisha's making good money too. We're comfortable. Not rich. But stable. Secure. Able to save. Able to breathe. We start talking about kids. She wants them. I'm still terrified. But less than before. The shop's proving I can commit. Can show up. Can build something lasting. What if I'm like Dad? I ask. You're not. Look at what you've built. The shop. Us. That's not leaving. That's staying. What if it's genetic? The leaving thing. It's not genetic. It's a choice. And you've chosen differently. Every day for years now. You're not going anywhere. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm not Dad. Maybe I broke the cycle already. Maybe it's time to prove it. We try for a year. Nothing happens. Go to a doctor. That's when we find out about the kidney complications. Lower fertility. Harder to conceive. But not impossible. The doctor explains options. IVF. Adoption. Fostering. All possible. All viable. Just different paths than we expected. What do you want to do? I ask Keisha. Try IVF first. If it doesn't work, we'll adopt. That's expensive. We can afford it. The shop's doing well. My job's solid. We've got savings. She's right. We can do this. We start the IVF process. It's grueling. Shots every day. Hormone swings. Emotional roller coaster. Appointments. Tests. Waiting. First round doesn't take. We're devastated. But we try again. Second round. Same result. Nothing. One more time, Keisha says. Then we look at adoption. Third round. We hold our breath. Wait for the test. Positive. We're pregnant. We're cautious. Excited but cautious. Don't tell anyone. Don't celebrate too early. Just hope. Pray. Wait. 8 weeks. 10 weeks. 12 weeks. First trimester almost done. We're feeling hopeful. Hearing the heartbeat. Seeing the ultrasound. Our baby. Growing. Real. 14 weeks. Keisha starts bleeding. Not much at first, just spotting. Doctor says it's normal, could be nothing. But it gets worse, heavier, cramping, pain. We go to the ER, they do an ultrasound. No heartbeat, the baby's gone. Miscarriage. Keisha's devastated, broken. I don't know how to help. Just hold her. Let her cry. Cry with her. We take time off, both of us. The shop runs without me. Kwame and Jasmine step up, keep things going, give me space to grieve. Keisha won't get out of bed, won't eat, won't talk, just stares at the wall. I bring her water, soup, try to coax her back to living. We can try again, I say. I can't do this again. Then we won't. We'll adopt. I wanted to be pregnant. I wanted to carry our baby. I know. It's not fair. No, it's not. We sit in the grief for weeks. Slowly, Keisha comes back. Not all the way, but enough. Enough to function, to work, to exist. We start the adoption process. Paperwork, home visits, references. It's invasive, exhausting, but necessary. 6 months into the process, we get approved. Now we wait for a match. Could be days, could be years. No way to know. We wait, keep living, keep working, keep hoping. 2 years after the miscarriage, we get the call. Baby girl, 6 months old, needs a home. We say yes immediately. Drive to meet her. Fall in love instantly. Rebecca, named after mom, after strength, after grace, after everything good in my life. We bring her home. She cries a lot at first. Understandable. She's been moved around. Doesn't trust easily. But we're patient, consistent, present. Slowly she settles. Starts smiling, laughing, trusting, becoming ours. The adoption finalizes when she's 18 months. She's legally ours. Forever. No takebacks. Just us. Family. The shop's doing even better. I've opened a third bay, hired 2 more mechanics. We're busy, profitable, established. I pay off the Montana property loan, pay off the business loan, own everything free and clear. At night, after Rebecca's asleep, Keisha and I sit on the couch, exhausted, happy, grateful. We did it, she says. Built a life, a family, a business, everything. Yeah, we did. Your mom would be proud. I think so too. We sit in the quiet, just existing. Just being. Just grateful for what we've built from nothing, from abandonment, from pain, from loss. We've built something good, something real, something lasting. Rebecca starts preschool at 3. First day, she screams when I try to leave, clings to my leg, won't let go. It's okay, I tell her. I'm coming back. Promise? Promise. I always come back. The teacher has to pry her off me. I walk to my truck feeling like the worst parent in the world. But when I pick her up 3 hours later, she's smiling. Playing with blocks, doesn't even want to leave. How'd it go? I asked the teacher. Great. After you left, she calmed down, made friends, did really well. That becomes our pattern. Drop her off. She cries. I leave. I come back. She's fine, every day, for 3 months. Until finally she doesn't cry anymore, just waves, runs to her friends, trusts that I'll return. That's when I know we've broken the cycle. She trusts I'll come back, because I always do, every single day. Without fail. Rebecca's 4 when Aunt Jill visits. First time she's been to New York. She's older now, moving slower, hair's more gray than brown, but her smile's the same. This is Rebecca, I tell her, holding my daughter. Aunt Jill tears up. Named after your mom. Yeah, she would be so proud of you, Danny, of all of this. We show Aunt Jill the city, the shop, our apartment, our life. She's impressed. Says she never imagined I'd build so much. Why not? I ask. Because you had every reason to fail, to become bitter, to repeat the cycle. But you didn't. You chose differently. Had good examples. You, Trevor, Mom, people who showed up. You could have ignored those examples, focused on your father instead. But you didn't. That's the choice that matters. That night, after Rebecca's asleep, Aunt Jill and I talk. Really talk. About Dad. About his mistakes. About forgiveness. Do you still hate him? She asks. No. I've let that go. But I don't miss him either. I miss who he could have been, not who he was. That's mature. That's survival. She tells me stories about Dad from before. Good stories. Before the addiction. Before the leaving. When he was young and optimistic and full of plans. He wanted to be a contractor, she says. Build houses. Create homes for people. He was good at it too. Made good money for a while. What happened? An injury. Hurt his back on a job site. Doctor prescribed pain pills. That's where it started. The addiction, the downward spiral, everything after. I didn't know that. Never knew the origin story. Just knew the aftermath, the leaving, the drinking, the abandonment. That doesn't excuse what he did, Aunt Jill continues. Lots of people get injured, get addicted, don't leave their families. But it explains it, makes it more human. Human doesn't mean forgivable. No, but it means understandable. Maybe she's right. Maybe understanding and forgiving are different things. Maybe I can understand Dad's pain without forgiving his choices. Maybe that's enough. Aunt Jill leaves after a week, hugs me tight at the airport. Take care of that little girl. Be the father you needed. I will. I know you will. That's why I'm not worried. Rebecca's 5 when she starts asking questions. Where'd I come from? Why don't I look like you? Am I adopted? Keisha and I discussed this. Decided on honesty. Age appropriate. But honest. Yes, you're adopted, I tell her. Your birth mother couldn't take care of you, so she gave you to us. Because she loved you enough to want you to have a better life. Do you love me? More than anything? Even though I'm not really yours? If you're really mine. Biology doesn't make family. Love does. Choice does. Staying does. She thinks about this. Okay, that's it. Just okay. Kids are simple like that. Give them truth. Give them love. Give them consistency. They adapt. Rebecca's 6 when she starts first grade. Smart kid. Reads above her level. Good at math. Curious about everything. Teachers love her. Other parents compliment us on how well-behaved she is. You're lucky, one mom says at pickup. Not lucky. Present. She looks confused. I don't explain. People who get it don't need explanation. People who don't get it won't understand anyway. That year, Rebecca makes a friend. Milo. Quiet kid. Keeps to himself mostly. But he and Rebecca click. They're inseparable at school. Playdates at our place, then at his. Milo's dad is a single father. Wife died in childbirth. He's raising Milo alone. Works from home. Graphic designer. Makes it work. His name's Camden. We become friends. Not close, but friendly. Trade kid duties. He watches Rebecca sometimes. I watch Milo. Single dad supporting single dads. Except I'm not single, but I get the struggle, the juggling, the constant presence required. How do you do it? Camden asks one day at the playground. Work, marriage, parenthood. You make it look easy. It's not easy. I just show up. Every day. Even when I don't want to. That's the secret. That's the whole thing. Showing up. Being there. Not leaving. He nods. Gets it. We don't talk about it again. Just keep showing up. For our kids. For each other. For the work of raising humans. Rebecca's 7 when Aunt Jill gets sick. Cancer. The call comes on a Tuesday. I'm at the shop. Middle of an oil change. Phone rings. I almost don't answer. Danny, it's me. I need to tell you something. Her voice is different. Scared. I step outside. What's wrong? I went to the doctor. They found something. Pancreatic cancer. Stage 4. My chest tightens. Same cancer that killed Mom. What's the prognosis? 6 months, maybe less. There's no good treatment. It's too far along. I'm coming. I'll be there tomorrow. You don't have to. I'm coming. I book a flight. Tell Keisha. She insists on coming too. We bring Rebecca. This might be her only chance to really know her great aunt. We fly to the old city. Stay at a hotel. Visit Aunt Jill every day. She's at home still. Hospice set up in her living room. She looks smaller, grayer, tired. But when she sees Rebecca, she lights up. Look at you. So big now. Rebecca's shy at first. But Aunt Jill wins her over. Tells her stories. About me as a kid. About Mom. About the family. Before everything fell apart. Your grandma was the strongest person I ever knew, Aunt Jill tells Rebecca. And your dad's just like her. Am I like her too? You're like yourself. And that's perfect. We stay for a week. Visit every day. Aunt Jill gets weaker. The hospice nurse says it won't be long. Days, maybe. Not weeks. Trevor visits. Older now. Still sober. Still showing up. He and I sit in Aunt Jill's kitchen while she naps. She's the last one, I say. Last of that generation. Not the last. You're carrying it forward. Better than they did. I hope so. I know so. Look at your daughter. Look at your life. That's the proof. Aunt Jill dies 3 days later. Peacefully. In her sleep. Trevor and I are there. Keisha's at the hotel with Rebecca. We didn't want her to see it. To remember this. We plan the funeral. Small. Just like she wanted. We bury her next to Mom and Dad. 3 graves in a row. Family reunited. Even in death. At the funeral, I give the eulogy. Talk about second chances. About showing up. About loving people even when they make it hard. Aunt Jill never gave up on my dad. I say, even when he gave up on himself. She showed up. She stayed. She loved him through it all. That's the lesson she left us. Love isn't conditional. Love is choosing to stay even when leaving seems easier. People cry. Hug me after. Tell me she'd be proud. I believe them. Or want to. Same thing, maybe? We fly home, back to New York, back to our life, the shop, school, routine. But something's different, heavier, like I'm carrying more weight. Rebecca notices. Are you sad, Daddy? Yeah, I'm sad. Because Aunt Jill died? Yeah, it's okay to be sad. I know. She hugs me, small arms around my waist. Her head barely reaches my chest, but the hug feels big, solid, grounding. I love you, Daddy. I love you too, kiddo. That helps. Having her to care for, someone who needs me to show up, to function, to keep going. Can't fall apart, have to keep moving, for her. A month after the funeral, I get a letter from Aunt Jill's lawyer. She left me everything, her house, her savings, about $150,000 total. She wanted you to have it, the lawyer says, to help with Rebecca, to secure your future. I don't know what to say. Didn't expect this, didn't need it, but it helps. We put it in trust for Rebecca. College fund, emergency money, whatever she needs down the line. Your aunt loved you very much, the lawyer says. She told me you were the son she never had, that she was proud of the man you became. That breaks me. Standing in this lawyer's office in my old city, crying, unable to stop. The lawyer hands me tissues, gives me space, doesn't rush me. When I compose myself, I thank him, take the papers, leave, sit in my rental car for 20 minutes, just breathing, processing, grieving. Aunt Jill's gone. Trevor's aging. Everyone from that part of my life is disappearing. Soon it'll just be me, last one left, carrying the story, carrying the lessons, carrying the weight of memory. Back in New York, life goes on, because it has to. The shop's busier than ever. I've expanded to 4 bays now, 8 employees, profitable, successful, everything I worked for. Keisha gets another promotion, partner at her firm, making 6 figures. We're comfortable, more than comfortable, secure. We buy a house, small, 2 bedrooms, yard for Rebecca, close to her school, close to the shop, our first house, our home. Rebecca's room is pink, her choice, decorated with posters of soccer players and scientists. She's 8 now, interested in everything, how things work, why things happen, always asking questions. Why did great-grandpa Frank leave? She asks one night at dinner. Keisha and I exchange glances. He made bad choices, got addicted to drugs, couldn't handle the responsibility. But you don't do drugs. No, I don't. So you won't leave? Never, I promise. I'm staying. How do I know? Because I choose to. Every single day. That's how you know. She accepts this, goes back to eating. But the question lingers. She's old enough now to understand absence, to fear abandonment, to need reassurance. I make it my mission to reassure her, not with words, with presence, with consistency, with showing up every single day, every soccer game, every school event, every bedtime, every morning, there, present, staying. Rebecca's 9 when Chloe calls. Haven't heard from her in years. Life got busy for both of us. Different cities, different lives, but we've kept loose touch. Christmas cards, occasional emails. That's it. Danny, I wanted you to know something. Okay, I'm pregnant, 3rd kid. Unexpected but good, and I wanted to thank you again. For the kidney, for my life, for these kids. None of this exists without you. You're welcome. I'm naming him Daniel. After you. Hope that's okay. My throat tightens. That's more than okay. You saved my life. Least I can do is honor that. Baby Daniel is born 3 months later. Healthy. 8 pounds. I get a photo via email. He looks like his brothers. Dark hair. Chloe's eyes. Alive because of a choice I made 20-some years ago. The ripple effects of that decision keep spreading. Chloe, her 3 kids, her career saving other kids, her husband, her family, all of it exists because I chose a stranger over my father. Best decision I ever made. Looking at that photo, knowing that baby exists, that those kids have a mother, that Chloe got to live, worth it, all of it, worth every complication, every hard moment, every sacrifice. Rebecca's 10 when she joins a club soccer team. Travel schedule's intense. Games every weekend. Practices 4 times a week. It's expensive, time-consuming, exhausting, but she loves it. Comes alive on the field, fast, skilled, competitive. Her coach says she's got real talent, could play college level. You think so? I ask. If she keeps working, stays dedicated, yeah, she could get a scholarship. That becomes our focus, supporting her, driving her to practice, games, tournaments, weekends in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, following her team, being there. Other parents complain about the schedule, the expense, the commitment, but I don't mind. This is what showing up looks like. This is what choosing to stay means. Being present even when it's inconvenient, especially when it's inconvenient. By middle school, Rebecca is one of the best players on her team. Starting midfielder, team captain as an 8th grader. Recruitment letters starting to come. Small colleges, Division 3, but it's a start. Is this real? She asks, holding a letter from a college in Massachusetts. It's real. They want me to play for them? Yeah, they do. Because I'm good? Because you're great, and you've worked your ass off for years. That's what matters. She's proud. I'm proud. Keisha's proud. We're watching our daughter chase her dreams, supporting her, cheering her, staying. High school's harder, more competitive, bigger players, faster game. But Rebecca adapts, works harder, gets better. By junior year, Division 1 schools are watching. By senior year, she's got offers. Full ride to a good school, engineering program. Like me, like Keisha, following in our footsteps but making it her own. I'm so proud of you, I tell her at graduation. You helped. You did the work. You showed up. That's the work. She's right. Showing up is the work. The real work. The work that matters. We take her to college in August, help set up her dorm, meet her roommate, see her field, her classes, her new life. You'll be okay? I ask before we leave. I'll be fine. Dad, call if you need anything. I know. I'm proud of you. You already said that. I'll say it again. I'm proud of you. She hugs me. Tight. Love you, Dad. Love you too. We drive home. House feels empty without her. Quiet. Different. Keisha cries the first night. Our baby's grown up. Yeah. What do we do now? Live. Just us for a while. That's not so bad. It's not bad. It's different. But good different. We rediscover each other. Date nights. Travel. The Montana property. Talk about building that cabin for real now. Retirement project. Rebecca calls every Sunday. Tells us about classes, soccer, friends. She's happy, thriving, independent, everything we raised her to be. Sophomore year, she brings home a girlfriend. Mallory. Another engineering student. Soccer player, too. Nice. Smart. Makes Rebecca happy. What are your intentions with my daughter? I ask at dinner, half joking, half serious. Dad, Rebecca groans. Mallory handles it perfectly. To support her. Be there for her. Make her happy. Good answer. They're good together. Supportive, equal, healthy. Everything a relationship should be. Junior year, they move in together. Off-campus apartment. Splitting rent. Building a life. It's fast, but it feels right. They're committed. Serious. Planning futures. Are you okay with this? Keisha asks me. Them living together? Yeah, she's an adult, making good choices. That's all we can ask for. She's so young. So were we. And look how we turned out. Exactly. Rebecca graduates with honors. Gets a job offer at a tech company in Seattle. Good salary. Benefits. Career track. Mallory gets hired at the same company. Different department. They're moving together. Building a life. Making it work. Are you scared? I ask Rebecca the night before they leave. Terrified. But excited, too. That's good. Fear means it matters. Did you feel like this when you left for New York? Yeah. Leaving everything familiar. Starting over. It's scary, but worth it. What if I fail? Then you learn. Try again. Keep going. That's all any of us can do. They move to Seattle. We help them pack. Drive them to the airport. Hug goodbye. Watch them leave. Our daughter. Grown up. Independent. Starting her life. We did good, Keisha says in the car. Yeah, we did. Life settles into a new rhythm. Just us. The shop. Work. Home. Quiet. Different, but okay. I'm 53 when Rebecca calls with news. We're engaged. That's great. Congratulations. Will you walk me down the aisle? My throat tightens. Of course. The wedding's small. Friends. Family. Chloe's there with her 3 kids. All grown now. Daniel's 16. Wants to be an engineer like me. Life circles closing. Completing. I walk Rebecca down the aisle. Give her away. Watch her marry Mallory. Watch her commit. Watch her choose to stay. At the reception, during our dance, she whispers, "Thank you." For what? For staying. For showing me what a good dad looks like. For breaking the cycle. You made it easy. No, I was difficult. But you stayed anyway. That's what matters. We finish the dance. I hug her. Hold her. My daughter. Not biologically, but mine in every way that counts. Mine because I chose her. Because I stayed. Because I showed up. That's enough. That has to be enough. It is enough. We talk about kids. She wants them. I'm terrified. What if I'm like Dad? What if I leave? What if I break them? You won't, she says. You're nothing like him. How do you know? Because you're here. Because you stayed. Because you choose to be better every single day. We try for a year. Nothing happens. Go to a doctor. Turns out I've got some complications from the kidney surgery. Not infertile, just harder, lower chances. Ironic, I tell the doctor. I give away a kidney to save a kid, and now I might not be able to have my own. It's not impossible, just might take longer. Or you could consider other options. IVF, adoption. We try IVF. 3 rounds. Expensive, stressful, shots every day. Keisha's hormones all over the place. The first 2 rounds don't take. The third one does. We're pregnant. 10 weeks later, we miscarry. Keisha bleeds for days, cries for weeks. I don't know how to help. Just hold her. Let her grieve. We take a break from trying. Focus on each other. On healing. On remembering why we're together in the first place. Chloe calls one day. Asks if we want to get coffee. We meet at a cafe downtown. She's there with her husband. Nice guy. Doctor too. They've been married 3 years. We're pregnant, she announces. 16 weeks. I congratulate them. Mean it. Happy for her. But there's a pang. Jealousy maybe. Or just grief. Keisha handles it better than me. Asks about due dates and nursery colors and all the things you're supposed to ask. Smiles the whole time. Doesn't let on that we've been trying. That we lost one. That it hurts. In the car after, she breaks down. I'm so tired of pretending it's okay. Then don't pretend. Everyone keeps getting pregnant. Everyone except us. We'll figure it out. Adoption. Fostering. Something. I wanted to carry our baby. I wanted that experience. I know. We look into adoption. Start the process. Home visits, background checks, references. It takes months. We get approved. Wait for a match. 2 years after the miscarriage, we get a call. Baby girl, 6 months old. Mother's in jail. Father's unknown. No family willing to take her. She needs a home. Do you want to meet her? The caseworker asks. We drive to the foster agency. She's in a playpen. Dark, curly hair, brown eyes, chubby cheeks, babbling to herself. Keisha picks her up. The baby stops babbling, stares at Keisha, then smiles. Big gummy smile. Her name's Rebecca, the caseworker says, but you can rename her if you want. I look at Keisha. She's crying, happy tears this time. We're keeping the name, she says. We bring Rebecca home 2 weeks later. The adoption's not final for months, but she's ours. Legally in our care. Ours to love. Those first few months are hard. She cries a lot. Doesn't sleep. Has attachment issues from being moved around. But we work through it. Patient, consistent, present. Slowly she settles. Starts sleeping through the night. Stops screaming when we leave the room. Laughs when we play peekaboo. At her first birthday, we have a party. Aunt Jill's there. Trevor's there. Chloe's there with her husband and their baby boy. Keisha's family. My boss and his wife. We sing happy birthday. Rebecca smashes cake all over her face. Everyone laughs. Takes photos. It's perfect. Your mom would be proud, Aunt Jill tells me. You're a good dad. Learning as I go. That's all any of us can do. Rebecca's adoption finalizes when she's 18 months old. We're officially her parents. Forever. No takebacks, no second thoughts. Just us. A family. I visit Mom's grave with Rebecca. Hold her while I tell Mom about her namesake. About Keisha. About our life. Wish you could meet her, I say to the headstone. She's got your name. Hope she gets your strength too. Rebecca babbles. Reaches for the flowers I brought. I let her hold one. She puts it on the grave. Gentle. Like she understands. Maybe she does. Maybe some part of Mom's here. Watching. Proud. I let myself believe that. Just for a moment. Life goes on. Rebecca grows. Starts walking. Then running. Then climbing everything. Fearless. Curious. Loud. Keisha and I are exhausted. Happy. Fulfilled. This is what we wanted. What we fought for. Worth every failed IVF cycle. Every tear. Every doubt. Rebecca's 3 when Aunt Jill gets sick. Cancer. Stage 4. Fast moving. She's got maybe 6 months. I visit her every day after work. Bring Rebecca sometimes. Aunt Jill lights up when she sees her. She's beautiful, Aunt Jill says. You did good, Danny. Couldn't have done it without you. All those years you checked in, sent birthday cards, showed up when you didn't have to. You're my nephew. Family shows up. Dad didn't. No, he didn't, but I did. And you will for Rebecca. That's how we break cycles. She dies 3 months later, peacefully, at home. Trevor and I are there. Holding her hands, she goes quiet, then quieter, then gone. We bury her next to Dad and Mom. 3 graves in a row. Feels right. Feels complete. At the funeral, Trevor gives the eulogy. Talks about second chances and showing up and loving people despite their mistakes. Talks about Aunt Jill forgiving Dad over and over. Never giving up on him. On us. I cry. Can't help it. She was the last link to that part of my life. The before part. Now it's just me. Last one standing. After the funeral, a man approaches me. Mid-40s. Professional looking. Danny Foster? Yeah. I'm Clark Hayes. I represented your father in some legal matters before he died. Okay. There's something he wanted you to have. I've been holding it per his instructions. To give you after Jill passed. He hands me an envelope. Thick. Official looking. I open it. Inside is a deed. To a property I don't recognize. And a letter. Danny, if you're reading this, Jill's gone. I'm sorry. She was better than both of us. Loved harder. Fought longer. Stayed when everyone else left. The property is yours. 20 acres in Montana. I bought it 20 years ago, before the drinking got bad. Was gonna build a house there. Start over. Bring you and your mom. Never happened, but it's paid off. Free and clear. Taxes current. Maybe you can do something with it. Build that life I never could. Or sell it. Use the money for Rebecca's college. Whatever you need. I know I don't deserve to leave you anything. But this felt important. Like maybe I could give you something I couldn't give myself. A fresh start. A clean slate. A place with no history. Take care of your family. Be there. Stay. That's all that matters. Frank. I stare at the deed. 20 acres. In Montana. Worth probably 200 grand based on current land prices in that area. He wanted you to have options, Clark says. Said you'd know what to do with it. I fold the deed. Put it back in the envelope. Thank you for holding on to this. Your father was a complicated man, but he loved you, in his broken way. People keep telling me that. Maybe it's true. Maybe love looks different for everyone. Maybe Dad's love was leaving me property he never got to use. Maybe that's the best he could do. I show Keisha the deed that night. She reads the letter, looks at me. What do you want to do with it? I don't know. Feels wrong to profit from it, but feels wasteful not to. What if we kept it? Built a cabin there someday. Vacation place for Rebecca when she's older. Generational wealth. Pass it down. You'd want to do that? Your father gave you something he couldn't give himself. Maybe that's worth honoring. Not for him, for you, for Rebecca, for the family we're building. We keep the land. Don't build on it yet, but we visit once. Drive all the way to Montana. See the property. It's beautiful. Mountains, trees, river running through part of it. Rebecca runs around collecting rocks and pine cones. Keisha and I sit on the tailgate of the truck watching her. We could build a life here, Keisha says. Retire here someday. Maybe. Or Rebecca could. Her kids. Their kids. Legacy. Yeah, legacy. That's what Dad gave me. Not the money, not the property, but the choice to make something better. To build something lasting. To break the cycle. I thank him that day. Out loud. To the mountains and trees and river, thank you for giving me a choice. I'm choosing to stay. The wind blows. Trees rustle. Nothing magical. But I feel lighter, like I've been carrying something and finally set it down. We drive back home. Life goes on. Rebecca starts preschool, makes friends, gets into trouble for talking too much during quiet time. Sounds like me, according to Aunt Jill's old stories. Keisha gets another promotion. Managing partner at her firm. I finish my degree, associates in mechanical engineering. Start looking at bachelor's programs. Might take night classes. Might not. Options feel good either way. Chloe's kids starting kindergarten. She invites us to the first day. We go. Take photos. The kids play on the playground while we parents stand around awkward making small talk. Chloe pulls me aside. I never properly thanked you. For everything. The kidney. The chance. This life. You've thanked me plenty. Not enough. Never enough. You gave me my son. My career. My life. I name you in my prayers every night. I'm not religious. I know. But I am. And I thank God for you anyway. We watch our kids play. Rebecca and Chloe's son. Both alive because of choices made years ago. Complicated choices. Hard choices. Right choices. Would you do it again? Chloe asks. If you could go back, knowing everything now, would you still choose me over your dad? Every single time. Even though it cost you your father? He cost me himself. I just refuse to reward it. She nods. Gets it. We don't talk about it again. Rebecca's 7 when she asks about Grandpa Frank for the first time. We're driving past the cemetery. She sees the sign. Is that where Grandma and Grandpa are? Yeah. Can we visit? I look at Keisha. She nods. We pull in, walk to the graves. 3 in a row. Mom, Dad, Aunt Jill. Rebecca reads the names. How come I never met them? Grandma Rebecca died before you were born. Grandpa Frank too. Great Aunt Jill you met when you were little, but you don't remember. Did Grandpa Frank love you? Loaded question. In his own way, yeah. What way? A complicated way. That's not an answer. She's right. It's not. I sit on the grass. She sits next to me. Keisha stays standing, letting me handle this. Grandpa Frank made mistakes. I start. Big ones. He left when I was your age. Didn't come back for a long time. When he did come back, he needed help. But I couldn't help him. Why not? Because someone else needed help more. A little girl who was sick. I had to choose. What happened to Grandpa Frank? He died. Because you didn't help him? Yeah. Was it your fault? No, it was his, for the choices he made, but it still hurt. Do you miss him? Sometimes I miss who he was before, when I was little, before everything got complicated. She thinks about this, picks at the grass. Are you gonna leave me like he left you? My heart stops. Never, I promise. I'm staying, forever. How do I know? Because I choose to. Every day, I choose to stay, to be here, to be your dad. She hugs me, tight. Okay, we sit there for a while. At the graves, Rebecca asking questions about great-grandma Rebecca, about what she was like, what she did. I tell her everything I remember. The 2 jobs, the ramen dinners, the grace. She sounds strong. She was the strongest person I ever met. Am I strong like her? Getting there. We leave when it starts to rain. Drive home. Have dinner. Normal evening. But something shifted. Rebecca knows now. About death. About loss. About complicated families. About staying versus leaving. She'll understand more as she gets older. But for now, she knows enough. That's all I can give her. The truth. Age appropriate. But still truth. Rebecca's 10 when Trevor dies. Heart attack. Sudden. We go to the funeral. She meets all his sponsees. Hears their stories. How Trevor saved them. How he showed up. How he stayed. Was Trevor your friend? She asks. Yeah, a good one. I'm sorry he died. Me too. She holds my hand through the whole service. Strong, present, there. 7 years old the first time we talked about death. 10 years old when it touches close again. She's handling it better than I did at her age. Maybe that's what breaking cycles looks like. Giving your kids the tools to process the hard stuff. Being honest, being there, staying. Life goes on. Because it has to. Rebecca starts middle school. Joins soccer like Chloe. Turns out she's good. Really good. Makes varsity as an 8th grader. I go to every game. Keisha too. We're those parents. Cheering too loud. Taking too many photos. Embarrassing our kid. Rebecca pretends to hate it. But I catch her smiling when she thinks we're not looking. Her coach pulls me aside after a game. Rebecca's got real talent? Has she thought about club soccer? Travel teams? Not really. She should. With the right training, she could play college level. I talked to Rebecca about it. She's interested. Nervous, but interested. It's expensive, right? We'll figure it out. What if I'm not good enough? Then you tried. That's all that matters. She joins a club team. Travel schedule's intense. Games every weekend. Practices 4 times a week. But she loves it. Thrives. Gets better and better. By high school, she's getting recruitment letters. Small colleges. Division 3. Then bigger ones. Division 2. By junior year, a Division 1 school reaches out. Full ride if she commits. Is this real? She asks, holding the letter. It's real. I can go to college for free? If you want to. She wants to. Works her ass off senior year. Gets the grades. Gets the athletics. Gets the scholarship. Full ride to a good school. Engineering program. Like me. Like her mom. I'm so proud of you, I tell her at graduation. You helped. You did the work. You showed up. That's the work. Maybe she's right. Maybe showing up is the work. The most important work. The work Dad didn't do. The work I committed to. The work that matters. Rebecca leaves for college in August. We drive her, help set up her dorm, meet her roommate, her coach, her academic advisor. You'll be okay? I ask before we leave. I'll be fine, Dad. Call if you need anything. I know. I'm proud of you. You already said that. I'll say it again. I'm proud of you. She hugs me, tight. Love you, Dad. Love you too. We drive home. House feels empty without her. Quiet. Different. Keisha cries the first night. Our baby's grown up. Yeah. What do we do now? Live. Just us for a while, that's not so bad. It's not bad. It's different. But good different. We have date nights again. Travel. Visit that Montana property. Talk about building a cabin there for real now. Retirement project. Rebecca calls every Sunday. Tells us about classes and soccer and college life. She's happy. Thriving. Independent. Everything we raised her to be. Junior year, she calls with news. I'm bringing someone home for Thanksgiving. Is that okay? A boyfriend? Girlfriend? Actually. Oh. Is that a problem? No. Not at all. Bring her. Her name's Mallory. Engineering major too. Soccer player too. Nice girl, smart, funny, makes Rebecca laugh. We like her immediately. At dinner, Keisha asks how they met. They tell the story. Class project. Study group. Friends first. Then more. What are your intentions with my daughter? I ask. Half joking. half serious. Dad, Rebecca groans. Mallory handles it perfectly. To support her, be there for her, make her happy. Good answer. They graduate together, both get job offers, good ones. They move in together. Seattle, tech companies, making good money, living their lives. Rebecca's 25 when she calls. We're engaged. That's great. Congratulations. Will you walk me down the aisle? My throat tightens. Of course. The wedding's small. Friends and family. Chloe's there with her husband and kids. Keisha's family. My old boss. Some of Rebecca's college friends. I walk her down the aisle. Give her away. Watch her marry someone who makes her happy. Someone who stays. At the reception, during the father-daughter dance, she whispers, "Thank you." For what? For staying. For showing me what a good dad looks like. You made it easy. No, I was a terror as a kid. You were perfect. We dance. I cry. Can't help it. This girl who wasn't mine biologically but became mine in every way that matters. This girl who I got to raise because of one choice 15 years ago. This girl who's now a woman, getting married, living her life. I love you, Dad. Love you too, kiddo. Rebecca and Mallory moved to Denver. Buy a house. 2 dogs. Good jobs. Happy life. They visit twice a year. Call every week. Stay in touch. I'm 55 when they call with news. We're having a baby. Donor situation. I'm carrying. That's amazing. We want you to be grandpa. Obviously. Obviously. Like it was never a question. Like I was always going to be grandpa. Like family isn't about blood but about choice and showing up and staying. 9 months later, Frank Jr. is born. 8 pounds. Healthy. Perfect. I hold him in the hospital. Make promises. The same ones I made, Rebecca. I'll be here. I'll stay. I'll love you. He yawns. Doesn't care about my promises. Just wants milk and sleep. That's okay. I have time. I have a lifetime to prove them. I'm 62 when Keisha retires. I retire a year later. We sell the house. Build that cabin on the Montana property. Small, 2 bedrooms. Just enough. We live there half the year. Travel the other half. Rebecca visits with her family. Frank Jr. is 7 now. Runs around collecting rocks and pine cones like his mom did. History repeating. But the good parts. The staying parts. The showing up parts. I take Frank Jr. to a stream on the property. Teach him to skip rocks. He's bad at it. Keeps trying anyway. Persistent. Like his mom. Grandpa, he asks, did you have a dad? Yeah. His name was Frank. Like you. Was he nice? Sometimes. Only sometimes? He made mistakes, but he tried at the end. What mistakes? He left. For a long time. When he came back, I couldn't help him. Why not? Because I had to help someone else. Someone who needed it more. Was it Mom? No, but someone like her. A little girl who was sick. I gave her my kidney so she could live. What's a kidney? I explain it, simply. Age appropriate. He listens. Really listens. Did the girl live? Yeah. She grew up, became a doctor, had a family. She's alive because of that choice. What happened to your dad? He died. Are you sad? Sometimes. But I made the right choice, even though it was hard. He skips a rock. 5 bounces. His personal best. I think you're a good grandpa. Thanks, buddy. We skip rocks until dinner. Walk back to the cabin. Keisha and Rebecca and Mallory are making pasta. The kitchen smells like garlic and tomatoes. Frank Jr. runs in. Tells them about his 5-bounce skip. We eat together. Family dinner. Talking and laughing and being. This is what I wanted. What I fought for. What I built from the ashes of abandonment. This is enough. This has to be enough. It is enough. I'm 70 when I'm diagnosed with prostate cancer. Early stage. Caught it during routine screening. Treatment's rough but manageable. Surgery, radiation, clean margins. Good prognosis. You're going to be fine, the doctor says. Good. I have grandkids to watch grow up. And I do. Frank Jr. and his little sister Eliza. Rebecca and Mallory's kids. My legacy. My proof that cycles can break. That abandonment doesn't have to define you. That staying is a choice you make every day. I'm 75 when Keisha gets sick. Pancreatic cancer. Like my mom. Stage 4. Fast moving. We fight it. Chemo. Clinical trials. Everything. But it's not enough. She has 6 months. We spend them traveling. Seeing things we always wanted to see. Making memories. Saying things that need saying. I love you. I tell her every day. I know, she says. You showed up. That's love. She dies at home. In our bed. Rebecca's there. Mallory. Frank Jr., Eliza, me. She goes peacefully, quietly, holding my hand. I bury her next to Mom and Dad and Aunt Jill. 4 graves in a row now. She becomes part of that story, part of that history, part of that legacy. Thank you, I say to her grave, for choosing me, for staying, for loving me despite everything. The wind blows. Trees rustle. Nothing magical, just grief, real and heavy and unavoidable. I live alone in the Montana cabin. Rebecca and Mallory want me to move closer to them. I say no, not yet. I need this. The solitude, the memories, the peace. I'm 80 when I finally write it all down. The whole story, from beginning to end, from abandonment to peace, from anger to forgiveness, from leaving to staying. I write it for Frank Jr. and Eliza, for their kids someday. For anyone who needs to know that broken families don't have to make broken people. I write about Dad, about the choice, about Chloe, about the kidney, about building a life from nothing, about staying when leaving seemed easier. I write it all. I'm 82 when Rebecca calls. Dad, we think you should move closer. The winters are getting too harsh. You're alone out there. I like alone. We like you alive. She's got a point. I moved to Denver. Small apartment, 5 minutes from Rebecca's house. Close enough to help with the kids, far enough to have my space. I spend weekends with Frank Jr. and Eliza, now teenagers, busy with school and sports and friends. But they make time for Grandpa. We get lunch, go to movies, talk about life. Frank Jr. is 17 when he asks about the kidney. Really asks. Not kid questions. Real questions. You gave your kidney to a stranger instead of your dad? Yeah. Why? Because she deserved it. How do you decide who deserves to live? You don't. You just do what feels right. In that moment, with the information you have, do you regret it? Never. Even though your dad died, he died because of his choices. Not mine. I made a different choice. For someone innocent. Someone who didn't hurt anyone. That felt right. Would you do it again? Every single time. He's quiet for a while. Then asks, do you think I'm like Great-Grandpa Frank since I have his name? No, you're like you, your own person. Names don't define us. Choices do. What choices matter most? The hard ones. The ones where staying seems impossible, but you stay anyway. Those are the ones that matter. He goes quiet. Processing. I let him sit with it. Let him figure it out. That's what parenting is. Grandparenting. Giving them space to think, to question, to grow. Frank Jr. graduates high school. Gets into a good college. Engineering. Like his mom. Like his grandpa. Like the women who raised him. Eliza's next. 2 years later. Different path. Pre-med. Wants to be a doctor. Like Chloe. Like the woman who lived because of a kidney. Cycles. But good ones. Helpful ones. Healing ones. I'm 85 when Chloe calls. Haven't heard from her in a few years. Life got busy for both of us. Danny, I need to tell you something. Okay. I'm sick. Leukemia. It's aggressive. My heart stops. What's the prognosis? Not good. Maybe a year with treatment. Maybe less. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I've had 30 years I shouldn't have had. 30 years because of you. I raised my kids. Had a career. Loved my husband. That's more than enough. It's not enough. It is for me. We talk for an hour. She tells me about her kids, her work, her life. She's at peace, ready, not scared. Thank you, she says at the end, for everything, for choosing me, for giving me this life. You were worth it. I know. She dies 4 months later. I go to the funeral. Her kids are there. Both doctors now, both saving lives, both existing because I made one choice 25 years ago.